I had the pleasure of knowing Mr. Jamal Louiyne. He's the ultimate leader.
And Jamal is a terrific person. I feel like I've worked with him for a short amount of time and I've already learned a lot.
Listen, I want to tell you, Jamal is absolutely a dynamo guy.
I know Jamal for years now. He's a sweetheart of a guy.
There was a lot of information, helpful information that I used from Jamal, and I thank him for that.
The minute I saw him, I said, you know what? This guy must have a lot of knowledge about this industry. And I was right. His name is Jamal.
Welcome back. It's Sold in 60, the one and only timeshare podcast in the world, with your host, Richie Rich, and my man,
Down Payment Dylan is in the building.
and we're back with special guests all the way from
Morroco's in the house.
Morroco is in the house. Now, big things happening here. I mean, we got our guy that's been in the business for over 20 years. We're talking about over 23 years. What else? Let's see, because there's so much to run through.
I mean, so many accolades. Salesperson of the year since 2000. You know, that includes 2000 all the way up into 2023.
Running it back award after award after award.
You know, OG in the game. Mentor on the table if you need them.
Definitely helping people who just started out.
You know, what more can I say, man? Welcome to the building, Jamal.
Big J.
Jamal Lou.
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, we're glad to have you.
Thank you, bro.
Yes,
Thank
welcome.
you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely.
For the viewers and for the listeners, if you're viewing, I just want you to see the table right now. I just want you to see this table right now. It's full of good work. Good work. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into that right there too, Jay.
Yeah, how does a sales rep accomplish getting these awards and getting so many awards? I mean, what do they have to do to even strive to get something like this?
The most important, first of all, thank you very much for having me for this amazing show. One important thing is to have all these things. All you have to do is, first of all, believe in yourself, believe in your product, believe in the company that you work for, and go the extra mile. Nothing is impossible when you put your strength, when you put your heart and your sincerity and your honesty. That's very important, because people that sell is a transfer of feeling. So when people didn't know that you are genuine and helping them, of course, they're gonna see that, and that's gonna transfer into making them owners and getting more awards.
Absolutely, I like it. Me personally, I probably only have one of these, right? And it's probably just a little one, probably like that tall. But it says my name on it, and it says Salesperson of the Month. You know, so I'm happy about that.
No, but I have more because I couldn't bring all of them here.
Yeah.
That's all I
Seen there's like a big boatload of stuff. I like that.
That's good. That's good.
So 2000 is when you started, right?
In fact, I started back in Morocco.
No.
I was a public relation officer of a resort. It's called Inclure Palmeraie, and in fact, I was two. I was public relation officer of two resorts, Residence Amina and Inclure Palmeraie. They are in RCI book, and I was the only one that take care of all the guests from all over the world that come there to have a wonderful vacation. I was organizing everything for them. And at the same time, when I see that there's a family that is interested in buying, I used to sit with them one-on-one, and I sell them, and it was easy sell because that's the only two resorts that were there in that particular time. So that's why when I came to America, and I see that the resorts, they are amazing people, there are more people and stuff, I get so fascinated, and I did come back to America because I wanted to continue my career here with the American dream. And that's why it kept me going all these years with the same passion. I never changed. You know, for those people that really know me, by the way, if you go to any resort in Orlando and you tell them Jamal, the smiley, they're going to say, oh my God, I know that guy. I am always for everybody. You know, I never look at myself because I don't have an ego. I have a wiggle, because if everybody's doing great, guess what? Everybody's going to be happy. The company is going to do amazing. And that's what I believe. I like to go the extra mile, show people how they can make the most of what they are. Because wherever you are is not truly who you are, but it's a result of what you have done in the past. So if you are down, just because you've been doing bad, that's why you are in that down. If you are up, because that's the result of what you've been doing lately. But it's not a shame when you fail. It's always a shame to stay there. But you have to wake up and shake it and proceed with that great, believe in yourself and keep always making it happen.
Absolutely.
That's it.
So bring it back. So you started in the industry back in Morocco. So they have timeshare there in Morocco?
Yes.
Okay. So is that weeks, points, vacation club?
No, when we started, it was only weeks. So you buy a week and you come here or you go anywhere. You can change. But it was very hard really for the people over there to get the visa to come, for example, to America or go anywhere. So most of them, in the beginning, it was nice because we were getting exchanges from all over the world. But all of a sudden, we start seeing only the local people that come year after year. So, and I said to myself, I need to see new faces. I don't need to see the same people again, you know. So that's why when I came to America and I love, the way it is here, I said, I am going to be the greatest salesperson here. And it takes a dream, and you have to believe in yourself. And I always believe in myself because a great salesperson doesn't come from specific area, doesn't come from this country or this country. A great salesperson can be from everywhere. Anywhere, it can be a great salesperson. But if you believe in yourself, as I said earlier, and you always have a positive attitude, you're always going to be successful in whatever job you do. And this job here that we have is not easy. Because I know that some people sometimes they get discouraged because they said, oh my God, I can't even give it away and this and that. But I always come to that place and try to tell them, you know what, all you've been talking about is things that you don't want to. So why you said you're not being selling? That's the biggest mistake. You always talk about positive things. I want to sell. I want to be the number one. I want to do this. I want to do that. Because they don't realize that the mind never realizes that you do things in real time. Mind doesn't know. Like, for example, they take an athlete and they make him run the whole field, and they put some things here on his head to make sure that they measure the vibration and everything that's going on while he's doing that. After a while, they make him sit, relax. Then they made him run the same field in his mind. But believe it or not, the vibration that he was making were the same exact vibration when he was running in real time. It's just like, for example, this morning I have a lady, she told me, I have a nightmare. And I had somebody that they wanna strangle me and this and that. And then when I wake up, I was so frightened. Then I asked her, did you believe that it was real? She said, I wake up so frightened, but all of a sudden I realized it was only a dream. So now, if your mind knew that was a dream, you were never gonna wake up frightened, right?
Right.
Because you go, oh, no, I know this is dream. I'm not gonna wake up. I'm gonna keep sleeping, right? But because the mind never realized that it's doing things in real time, that's why you have to control your mind. There's so many negativities out there. When your mind is like a garden, you have to put some flowers so you can get nice garden. But if you put weeds there, I cannot sell, I don't know what's going on, and all this stuff. So the mind start believing in it and start making it as a habit. That's why people, they said, I'm gonna quit. No, you're always gonna have to go the extra mile. You always believe that he will never gonna let you down if you trust him 100%. That's how my belief. And I know that when you help others, he will always give you a hand.
Absolutely. When you're in the rep room, when all the reps are in the rep room waiting for their chore to come out, and you hear maybe 2 or 3 reps walk into the rep room and they're being negative. Oh man, these people are broke. Oh man, these people have no money. Oh man, blase, my manager screwed up the deal. Blase, blase, blah. What are you doing at that time? Are you just blocking it out? Or do you just leave because you don't want to be around the negativity? What do you do when you start hearing the negativity?
There's one thing, you have to make yourself learn something. It's called selective hearing. You only hear what you want to hear. If it is negative, I can be, for example, in a room and they're talking negative and I swear I don't hear nothing. I blocked myself. I'm in my own world, and that's what will always make you positive, because negativity will drop you just like cancer. Gabriel, they said that misery like company.
Yeah.
So those guys, because they are not doing good, they want to put you down. But whenever somebody come and ask me for help, I will go the extra mile for him and show him really how he can change it. And I did for so many people. For those that are watching now and they know who is Jamal, that I helped them, I guarantee can say, yeah, you're right. Because I like to do it. It's not because I want to show up, no, but I do it because I love to do it. This is not a job, this is a passion. For me, when I go to work, I'm always energetic. I have such energy that drive me to go the extra mile, not only for myself, but even for my coworkers, because I want them to do very good. And if they are not, it doesn't make me feel good. I don't even like to hear my name, hey, sell and say, no, I want everybody to sell. That's my philosophy, and that's what I believe. I believe that if the company take care of everybody, everybody's gonna be doing good. It's not only some few people selling, but the rest, they are just watching others, they're selling. So I like to, all we have the same thing, and be successful in making it happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I can tell you, I personally had the opportunity to work with Jamal, and we worked at this resort here in Orlando, Florida. Beautiful, beautiful property. Bonnet Creek was the property at the time. And I didn't know Jamal at the time, but obviously I got to learn who he was very, very quickly, because his name got called every day. So when you get a deal at the timeshare resort, the next day that you come in, you know, they call out all the sales reps that got deals for that day, and everybody claps for them, you know, giving them congratulations. And I used to hear Jamal's name every single day. Jamal 20,000, Jamal 30,000, Jamal 50,000. And quickly I started saying, man, who is this dude Jamal? Who is this guy? How is he doing it? And one thing that you said to me before the podcast started that I want you to elaborate on is, when I look at the timeshare, I look at all the money that I made. I say, man, I made some good money during that time. But when you look at the timeshare, you looked at all the people that you helped and all the families that you helped. And I have never even thought about all the families that I've helped. So can you talk a little bit more about that?
That's good. You know, you remember me when I used to go to Starbucks this is back in 2000. A lot of my Moroccan friends, we used to hang out at Starbucks and everything, and we used to sit there. But I used to come with a convertible Mercedes with the rims. You know, imagine in 2000, convertible Mercedes with the rims. Everybody's looking at me, what this guy is doing. So they always ask me, there's some people said, excuse me, what you do for a living? And I used to tell them, I am an MD. He said, but he didn't understand what MD means. So I told him, MD means medical, I'm sorry, I am a VD. VD. You have to cut that.
Yeah. I got you.
I tell him, you know, my job is that I am a VD. And he said, they start wondering, what is a VD? I said, vacation doctor. Vacation doctor, wow. And when I used to show them like my check, they thought that's for the whole year.
Yeah.
I tell them, this is only for a month, but most of my friends, they were like, for example, working as a server here and working like regular jobs, but they never understand why this guy is having nice car and always doing those things. So they thought I was doing something illegal, until one time I took my friend with me, and his name is Isham. I took him with me to the resort. And when he saw that the check was like over $30-something thousand, he goes, wow, this is amazing. I changed his life. And there's so many managers right now, they work for big companies. Because of me, they are now in this industry and they're doing very good. Because when they see what I was doing and I showed them how to do it, most of the Moroccan, my friends, they are doing very, very good in all the resorts that they are in Orlando. That's due because of me, and I was one of the pioneer in this industry when it comes to the Moroccan community.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about, is that when it comes to the timeshare industry, for some reason, Moroccans are always top sellers. Like, I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter what resort, what company, the Moroccans are going to be the top sellers there. Why is that?
Because we believe in one thing. We don't know what is no. No doesn't exist in our, like, for example, for me, I was never gonna give up unless if the people stand up. If they stand up, then I can give up. But as long as they are sitting in the table, guess what? I have to work it out.
Yeah.
Because the more no's I hear, it just give me more strength, more strength. I want to go more. But when I conquer that fear and that desire to achieve what I want to achieve, it just say, you know what? I know I can do it. Because the minute you believe that you can do it, there's nothing that can stop you from achieving any kind of dream. It doesn't matter whether you just start today or you've been in the business. There are so many people, they just started, but they are in the right mind of attitude, right. Because remember, we are all energy. All of us, we have energy. Some energies, they are negative. Some energies, they are positive. So when we are positive, we always gonna attract positive people because the frequency that we are is high. So the higher, it makes your self-esteem very high. So you go there like you own the place, and people, they look at you, wow, I like this guy. He has that self-confidence. Like he owned the place. So when you shake that hand and they can feel it,
You can feel
they
it.
said, oh my God. Because I had people, they told me, Jamal, when I shake your hand the first time, I feel an energy that, oh my God, like I knew you for so many years. And if people, they look at me, after 15 minutes, I am already hugging the guy like this and doing this, like he's my friend, I know him. Because there's no barriers between us. So I can allow myself to tell him whatever I want to tell him, and he will never gonna get offended. Even for those that they get offended, I always tell them sorry. English is my fifth language.
That's the best part.
English is my fifth language, and they start laughing. I was just joking with them, you know. But the most important is make a friend, make them love you, because once you get to their heart, you're gonna get to their pocket. If you don't get to their heart, you're never gonna get to their pocket. That's how I see it.
So Jamal, let me ask you this: you got a person out there that wants to know how to get their mind right. What's the mantra or what's the structure for the morning? How to get prepared for the day?
You know, this is the thing. You know, preparation, it doesn't start from when you get to the resort. Preparation starts from the night before. You have to have everything ready, like your clothes that you're gonna wear. I mean, the things that you're saying to your mind, because your mind could be your best friend or your worst enemy. Because if you let your mind control you, you are done. Because the mind doesn't care about now. The mind only cares about the past and the future. You want to make sure to control you. So why, for example, when you are in the now, which is the right moment here, the mind stops because you are in control. So, and by the way, once you are in control of your mind, you could live in peace. Because a lot of people, they cannot stop thinking because the mind is taking over them. I can't go, I can't sleep. They have to take pills and stuff. But for those that they can control their mind, believe it or not, they're gonna live a very peaceful life and they can make everything. So it starts, as I said earlier, it starts from the night before. Your clothes, everything. When you wake up, you wash your hand. Listen to something that motivates you, not something that's gonna make you down. Motivation. And when you get to work, you're ready. You already believe that you already have that deal. Because I had a lady, she always used to sit, but she always write how much she want to sell before even she get a tour. And most of the time she get it. She said, look, I got it. Because she already put it in her mind first, then it become reality.
That's true. I tell so many reps, even my mom, I say, listen, write down what you want to write for the week. Because she just goes, oh, I don't know, I wrote 20 today. Oh, I don't know, I wrote 30 last week. I'll add it up later. No. Write down what you want to make for the week. And when you write it down and actually put it on paper, you're going to hit that number for sure. You're going to hit that number.
Yes. It takes a plan. You have to have a plan and you have to have a discipline. You know, when you have a discipline and you do the same thing over and over, you're always going to expect a great result when it comes to the positivity. But when it is negative, you're never going to get out of that. But as I said earlier, it's not a shame when you fail. But it's shame when you fail and stay there. You have to wake up, shake it, and start believing 100% on yourself and start talking about things that make you so happy and glad that you have them. Those things will help you, overcome that fear. Don't have fear. Always say to yourself, I don't have no second plan, because the minute you're thinking about second plan, you lost the first one. Always believe this is where I'm going to be making my career. This is not my job. This is my passion. I'm going to love it. I'm going to do all it takes to be successful in this. And believe it or not, when you wake up, you're going to find out that you are already where you want to be, because it's all called the law of attraction. You attract what you think about. Think about positive things. Think about how you can help these people stay together, make memories. It's not about money. I never look at the money as a motivation. No way, because money is devil. I'm looking for making myself happy to help other people stay together and stay connected and remember why they get together and spend quiet time with their families. Because money is always a result of a job that is well done. If you do a very good job, money is gonna come. But if you focus on the money, you're gonna get a lot of it, but you're gonna be miserable. Because there are so many people that have billions of dollars. They are successful in their business, but it's like in the relationship. So I truly believe the best investment that each one of us can do is not in having so many real estate, so many businesses. The best investment is in our vacation time, making sure we take the time, we make the time, because this doesn't care. Preacher, plumber, doctor, whoever you are, the clock is ticking. This doesn't care how old you are, 20 years, 40 years, 100 years. When your time is up, you'll be gone. And guess what? How do you want your family to remember you? Did you be a workaholic? You never take them nowhere? Or they're going to say, Daddy took me to so many places.
Right.
And this is the proof, because they have pictures. So we're not selling really timeshare. We're selling memories. Memories, they are priceless. That's why I'm so passionate with what I do.
Now, do you show your vacation pictures as well?
Of
on your
course.
presentation?
Like many times, I tell people, listen, if I could send you anywhere, we are paying for it. Where would you like to go? Most of them, they said, I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to Maldives. I want to go to all these places. Then I look at them and said, what's your plan? When are you going to go? And they said, some days. But remember, someday is never one of the 7 days. It never happened. I look at him and said, let me show you something. Then I pull up my phone. And I go to the pictures. And I show him the picture of my daughter. I said, my daughter, she's only 10 years old. But she already went twice to Dubai. We went to the Maldives. We went everywhere. And I show him the picture. See, this is my picture, the picture of my daughter right here. In the tallest building, next to the tallest building in the world. That was just July. Last July, we came from Dubai. My daughter has a lot of story to tell about that. Because if something happened to me, she can say, when I was only 6 months, he took me to St. Martin. That's what is amazing. That's what makes me passionate. People with a lot of money, they never impress me. But people with a lot of stamps on their passport, these are the most important people. That's what I love.
Let me ask you this. How important would you say is the dance with your TO? Or are you to the point where you don't, get the TO out of the way, I close my own deal, I take care of it, and, that's it?
Yeah, when you are starting, you're always going to have a good dance with your TO, because you have to bring the TO to the table, right? But when you create that connection between you and the people, then the TO becomes secondary, because you are the one that they're gonna trust you. And one important thing I always used to do is when I have the TO, I always let him sit by himself and I sit with them.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's 3 against 1. So in that case, they see that we are teaming on him, not 2 against 2. And that's what people, they trust you more. Because I used to have a manager said, I'm gonna let you talk about it. We're gonna step up and let you talk about it. He stepped up, but he told me, no, stay with us. We want to ask you one question.
Got that trust.
Why? Because they trust you. Remember, once you get the trust, you get to their heart, you get to their pocket, and whatever you tell them, whatever you advise them, they're going to do it. And especially when they see that you are doing it. But one thing that I'm going to tell to the new reps, remember, you could be the nicest guy. You treat them so good. And at the end of the day, they're going to tell you, you are so good. Next time when you come back, we're gonna buy from you.
Yeah,
You got a
true.
card?
Yeah, you get a card or something like that. And that's what I really hated. But remember, you have to switch your hat from being, because all you need to be nice in the beginning. But once you start selling, you have to shift your hat. Hey, I'm here to sell you something. And once they see that you are here to do business, especially, as I said earlier, if they trust you, the deal is gonna come. But most important, always think about helping people, not to sell people, because they are two different things. People, they don't want to be sold, but they want to be helped. Once you help them and you are genuine caring for them, because people don't really care how much you know until they know how much you care.
For sure.
That's what I love to do, and that's what I want everybody to do, because it's gonna help you get wherever you want, you know. But another thing that I want to share with the new reps: try to have your own story, because when you are different than the previous ones, they're gonna see, wow, this guy is different. He has his own unique stories. Because if you look at all the best sales reps, they all have stories. They have their own stories, and people they start listening to them just like they're listening to Mickey or something like, I'm looking like this. Wow, this guy is amazing. I mean, that's what makes people respect you. But a lot of people, as I said earlier, they stay very nice with them till the end, and that's to create the problem. So for me, what I used to do, I always put them high, build them up, but I have to take the carpet underneath them so they can fall down, and they look at me like, here, I'm better than you because look where I travel. They want to be just like me. Because if they stay there, then I'm better than them. But people, they don't want nobody to be better than them. They want to be just like you if you are making it happen. So that's why they become owners, so they can do the same experience that I'm doing. That's how I see it.
Okay. So tell me this, in addition to these trophies and eagles that we have here, there's some resorts that also give out diamond rings for sales and things of that nature. I see you got a very, very big ring on your finger. Can you talk about that a little bit? How'd you get that ring?
Oh, this one. This is not the $1 million ring, because what's happened with $1 million ring is that anytime you sell 1 million, they give you a ring. In 1 year, you sell 1 million, they give you a ring. But this one here is very special ring. Why? Because this is the salesperson of the year with over 300 salespeople, and it is in this book right here. So I am featured in this book here, and that's my chapter. It's chapter 14. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Chapter 14 says VIP salesperson of the year. How many people? 300. Imagine somebody coming from humble beginning and becoming salesperson of the year. God bless America.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why people, they want to come all over the world to America for what? For the American dream. But if you don't dream it every single moment, you're not going to achieve it. You have to believe in yourself, as I said earlier. Believe in what you are selling and show them that you care about those people. I always repeat it, care about them. Don't try to sell them. Show them what you could have if they fold their arm the opposite way. Because remember, people don't want to change nothing. They are creatures of habit. They keep doing the same thing over and over like this. But if I tell you, do like this, you can say, no, I don't feel comfortable doing this. You go back and do it this way. But if I tell you, I give you $1,000 every week if you start folding your arm the opposite way, would you do it?
You do
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because there's a benefit. If there's no benefit, people don't change. And your job is really make them change what they are doing to something better. Because we are not taking anything from them. We're just enhancing the quality of time with their families. So one day they're going to say, thank you, Jamal. You help us achieving our dreams. Because many times I tell people, you know what? You say no to us today, but earlier you told me that you want to go to Dubai, right? Yes. I can call you 5 years from now, and I can write it down right now and say, hey, do you remember Jamal from this resort? Oh, yeah, how are you doing? Did you take your wife to Dubai? 99% you're going to tell me not yet. Then I'm going to tell you, well, when are you going to take it? When the stars come to alignment and make things happen for you? Or if he did it last time, Dubai will be only a call away or a click away. But he didn't. So that's why I tell you, you can never change tomorrow by doing the same thing you did yesterday and you are doing today. If you want your tomorrow to be better, change it today. When today? Right now. You have the opportunity to do it. But you have to make the first step. Because if you don't make the first step, you will never gonna run the marathon. Even though if you are at the starting line.
How do you feel like for the reps that say, oh, in order to make money in timeshare, you have to pitch heat? Do you believe in that?
No. I'm going to tell you something. I worked in-house and I worked frontline. You know, when we say frontline, by the way, what do you think we are selling in frontline? What we are selling?
The dream?
Thank you. The dream. We're not selling vacation. We're selling the dream. Because we want to make those people to start believing that they can go to those expensive places and stay there and pamper themselves and everything. That's the dream. But in-house, what we are selling?
Fixing the problem.
Fixing the problem.
Fixing the problem. They try to fix the problem. But some people, unfortunately, in any industry, there are always good people and bad people. You know, some people, they try to lie and do this and do that. For me, I never like to do that. I'm not that person. I like to help people because when I want to go to bed, I want to sleep very nice. I don't want to worry, oh my God, I shouldn't do that for that family or this. I always look for the benefit of the family, right? Because I'd rather have something that comes continuously than selling this much but lose everything one day and not be able to sleep. Yes, you can pitch this as it is and you're still gonna make money. Or you can pitch here and still make more money. But is that gonna make you feel happy? I will never do that when I pitch hits to somebody. We don't pitch it, and personally, I sell the dreams. And when you sell the dream, you have to sell the excitement and everything.
Sell the sizzle, not the steak.
Thank you. But you don't have to lie to them. You can say it as it is. We don't need to lie, honestly.
So what do you think is the biggest misconception about the timeshare industry as far as people thinking it's not a good industry?
Okay, so what's happened is there are some moms and pop companies that they hire some sales reps and they start doing crazy stuff. I agree with you. But for big companies, big ones, they have their clientele that they spend so much money renting from the hotels. So for me, why should I keep renting when I can take the same money and stay in condos? But there's no program that's called 100% perfect. It doesn't exist. You have to know how to use it. Imagine if I give you right now, if I give you a brand new Bentley and tell you go and drive it, probably you don't even know how to start it.
Yeah.
But you have to know. That's exactly the same thing with this program. In a program, as I said, there are people that are happy, people that are not happy. But people who are happy are those who really know how to take advantage of what the program has to offer for them. And when you have guidance through the customer service or the rep also going the extra mile for them and keeping in touch with them, because when you always call them, and especially when you sell, you're always going to be in contact with them the first days, but also stay in contact with them. Because many times we have people that request you when they come, I want to see that Jamal, I want to see that guy. Why? Because you make them feel like they are your family. And many times I have people that are in another resort, and the guy wants to sell them something, and they're calling me from the floor. I swear.
Yeah.
And he said, Jamal, listen, this guy trying to sell us this one here. What do you think? I couldn't tell him don't buy it,
Right.
but I said, it's up to you. I'm always gonna be there for you. If you like that deal, do it. If you think that's not what you wanna do, I'm always there for you. Remember that. I'm your rep. And those people, believe it or not, didn't buy from that place, but they come to the resort, and I made them, and I did upgrade them. So, and why? Because once you get the trust, they're gonna keep coming. It's repeated business. That is how you make money. It's not selling one time, but try to sell them more often. If you go to the restaurant and you like the food, you're always gonna go back to the same restaurant.
Yeah.
That's exactly the same thing with owners. They always come and buy more, buy more, buy more. Why? Because they love it. If they don't like it, why are they gonna buy more?
Absolutely.
That's how I see it.
Let me ask you this question. What do you feel is a better product, points or weeks?
You know, as sales reps, we have to understand one thing. What is best for the customer? Like there's some people, they are creatures of habits. They want to go, for example, to the same place every single year. We cannot change that because that's their habit. But there are others that really interested in seeing different things. So point or deed, those people, they don't know what program we have to offer. But it's up to us to tailor the program based on their need. But both of them, they're easy to say. They're not complicated. We only complicate things. We as sales reps, we start worrying about this and this and this. Who cares about all these things? Once they like you and they trust you, no matter what it is, they're gonna buy it from you.
They'll buy anything at
Right?
that point.
But later on, they're gonna figure out how it works.
Yeah.
Right? The most important is be involved into the program, let them, help them, but later on, they will always call the concierge and they will help them go through the whole thing. Or if you are a genuine salesperson, you will always answer their phones and help them get the most of what they purchase from you.
Got you. I like it. I love it.
I think whatever you're selling is what you're gonna like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as it works.
Yes.
As long whatever works for the family, I guess.
That's it. So once you, as I said earlier, care about them, show them really what they need, not sell them what they want, sell them what they need. Because a lot of people, they want this. I have, for example, I'll give you an example. I have a family that they came from California, and he was sitting with me, but all the time he was on the phone, like this, texting. I said, first one, second one, third one. Then I look at him and said, excuse me, I can do two things. I can reschedule this, or you can go, come back anytime. He said, no, hold on, I need to take this call. So where can I go quiet? This is very urgent. So I took him to a room, like a manager's office, and he sit there texting. So I come back and sit with his wife. And his wife told me this, Jamal, somebody called me and offered me a package for 5 days to come to Orlando. I was so frustrated, but I didn't know what's wrong with me. I become depressed and everything. But the minute I heard Orlando, Mickey Mouse, it just enlightened my life. So I said, I will take it. And I look at the kids, hey, we're gonna go to Orlando for 5 days. When my husband showed up late that night and I told him about it, he gets so mad at me. Why you book it? I cannot go with you. She told him, I bought it, I'm going with the kids, whether you're coming or not. But who's gonna take care of the business? I found out that the guy was one of the biggest neurosurgeons in California. So for the last 3 years, he didn't go nowhere because he had to be there. And that's why I understand that he needs to make a call because it was urgent, right? So when he comes back, he sit and said, okay, now I'm done. I'm all up to you. So show me what is the VIP package you have. I look at him and said, VIP package is not for you. He said, what? I said, it's not for you. You don't know who I am. I said, I know. You had to fight with your wife for 5 days to come to Orlando, and you want to buy the biggest package? I don't think so. He started laughing and said, you know what? I love you, man. So what you recommend from me? I said, I wanted to start with a small one, but you can always upgrade. I give you my phone. Anytime you feel like you find somebody to replace you to do your job, call me. I can upgrade you anytime. You don't even have to come here. I said, I love you, man. You are. Thank you. And he shake my hand. But that's what it is. When you show these people really that you care for them, they will take whatever you offer them. But when you try to sell them, like if somebody else, he may sell him, oh, I sell you the biggest package. Mm-hmm. But the guy can't even take 5 days. He had to fight with his wife for 5 days, and you want to give him 3 months? No way. I will never do that.
Yeah.
What's right now where you are, right? The biggest. So you tailor your sales to the family's needs. Some people just go for the big sales, but you do the good discovery, and then you figure out what'll work best for them.
Very good. So once you discover what you want, because I'm gonna tell you something, I'd rather sell 5 deals than sell one, because once that one cancel, you're done. But if I have 5 and one of them kick, no problem. I'm still in the bonus. Mm-hmm. But that's why I said earlier, many times I show people 2 options, this one and this one. This is smaller, this is bigger. and I let them pick. Because when you do that, you're showing them that you don't want to sell them the highest. And sometimes they said, I want to go with this one. He wants to go, not me, I want to sell it to him. He said, but I did show him this one. That's how they trust you.
Yeah.
But when you try to sell them big, and all of a sudden you start talking about it, but we don't take that much time. It's too much. Oh, no, sorry, I can't take this one. Then you come out with another one, you're already done. They lost the trust on you. Why didn't you show me this one in the beginning? See, for me, I like to show them, guys, you can do this or you can do that. Which one is better for you? Oh, this is good, but this is better value. I go with this one.
Choice clothes.
See, the reason why I show them this is to sell them this one.
Got you.
Because I know he has 2 kids. I said, this is nice. It's a good price. But this is better value because you have 2 kids. If you were only 2 of you, no problem. Take this one. But because it's 4 of you, better way is to go with this one. And he said, yeah, no, we're going to take it. That's it.
That's a choice clothes.
Yes.
And by the way, if y'all are interested in seeing the book where you can read up and see his interview, the book is actually called What It Takes to Be a Superstar. Yeah. What It Takes to Be a Superstar in Timeshare. And that was written by Joan Kravitch. Kravitch. So we'll put that link in the bio so you can see it. Yeah, that's what's up.
All righty, man. I love it, man. So if there's any people watching this that are thinking about getting into the timeshare industry, do you have any words of advice that you would give to them for people looking to get into the industry?
One thing I want to share with you is this. There's no better resort than other ones, because if you go to the Damas Resort in Orlando, it is already sold out. Small resort, but it is sold out. It's not the resort that makes the sale. It's you. Because if it was the resort, they were never going to hire a real estate agent to sell it. They would hire guides. Hey, what you want? 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom? Here you are. No. But they hire us. Why? Because it's us who make the difference, not the resort. I can go to any resort. I don't care which resort is, and I can sell that program if I start believing in it. That's what it takes. So it's not about the resort. It's not about, the resort is about the people. It's about you. Believe in yourself. Do what it will take to make you the number one. But always compete with yourself. Don't compete with others. Compete with yourself. And have that helping hand. Try to help and try to learn. Because in this business, every day we learn. There's always something that we forget to do it, and that's why we're not selling. But all of a sudden, once you start learning, oh my God, I forget to do that thing. That's why I'm not selling. That's why it's always a good thing to sharpen your tool all the time. Because tools have to be sharpened. It's not like what you have. Timeshare of 2020 is not like the timeshare today. Just like iPhones, they are very sophisticated. So you have to go. You have to find out the needs and what people they want so they can be excited to join your company and make it happen.
Absolutely. Before we get out of here, I want you to share a little story with us because, again, we see the accolades, but I'm pretty sure there were some times where we didn't get salesperson of the month, and there were some times where we weren't at the top of the list, and there were some times where we were at the bottom and struggling to get up. Everybody's been through it. What do you do when you're at the bottom of the list struggling, trying to get back up? What do you do to keep your mind positive to make sure that you get your deal and you work your way back up the rotation?
That's the hardest part, when you, especially when you've been in the business for some years, you start having an ego. And the ego is this: you cannot afford to be down, because when you are down and other people they're selling and you are not, it just make you feel, what's wrong with me? Why I couldn't give it away and all this stuff. But all these things are just going to make you drain your mind and going to get you down and down. So what you have to do, you have to learn how to have a Caesar and cut all that bad experience from your mind. And just remember when you were selling the last time. Like, I have a great appreciation for one of the biggest and the nicest and the most smart director in my life. His name is Cesar Latta. That guy, what he does is this. Whenever he see that there are some good reps that they are not doing good, he look at the list and he goes and call them to the office and sit with them. Hey, tell me what's wrong with you. And the guy start telling him everything. It's the tours, I get only single woman and this and that and this. And after he's done, he just show him paper, said, who's this name here? That's Jamal. Do you know what this ranking here? Oh, it's number 1. See how much you sell that month? Yeah. That's the only Jamal I know. It's this one. Not the one that's talking to me right now about tours. Because tours are tours are tours. Tours are the same. There's no good tour and bad tour. Because if these people figure out how they can find out that family is gonna buy, they were never gonna hire us. Mm-hmm. Why are they gonna hire us? They know that buy, you are not buying, go. They don't need to give them the tours. But the tours are tours are tours. But you have to believe. And once you see that opportunity, you have to give up 150% of it. If they don't buy, it's okay. But you have to forget, because great salesperson, they have one thing in common. They have bad memory. They don't remember the people that didn't buy from them. They only remember the people that bought from them. That's why they are always on the top. But all those medium or average salespersons, they talk always about, she had bad credit, she has this. But what that's going to help you? Is that going to make a deal for the next one? No, it's going to make you miserable. So forget about them, as they forget about you when they start leaving the property.
Yeah, that's true.
So don't keep hanging on to the past that's going to drain you down. Keep looking for the future and have a plan. With that plan, you were never going to fail.
Absolutely. We love it, man. We love it. So listen, Jamal, before you get out of here, we have these sold in 60 objection cards. And for every guest that comes on the show, before they leave, we like to shuffle the deck and then let you pull a card. So the rules of the game is obviously don't look at the card, but pull it. And then obviously read the objection. And then you give us an example of how you would respond if you was on a live table right now. This is for the people out there that are in the game. Maybe they just need a little refresher.
Jamal's a closer.
Let me ask you this, Jamal. Have you heard every objection there is to?
I have a book full of objections.
Yeah.
Nice.
But all I need is a reason why they should do this.
Yeah.
Pick one.
I always tell them, I have a book full of objections, but I need a reason why you should do this.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to take this one.
All right. Read the objection.
It says here, we don't plan, we like to spontaneous trips.
So we like to plan. We don't plan. We like spontaneous trips. Okay.
We like spontaneous trips. Mm-hmm. Okay. So if a guest told you that family told you that on the table, how would you respond to that?
I don't even know what I'm going to eat tonight for dinner, but I like to go like this. With this program that we have, you can book it now and check in tomorrow if you want to, or you can book it up to 24 months. But since COVID happened, a lot of people don't plan anymore in advance. They like to just go because you never know what's going to happen next month, next year. But I want to go and try to enjoy more time with my families and do things while I can right now, not later.
Absolutely.
I like it.
So we have a program that you can make it happen right now. And I show them right there. I go and show them, look here, you want to go right now? You can go. This, look at this. And they see it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's
absolutely. I love it. I like it. Yeah, I always share with reps also, don't fight what they say that they do. Oh, we only travel, in camping grounds, or we only do this,
great.
or we only do that. Great, awesome. Show them how this program can help them do what they're already doing.
Exactly. Like in that case, sometimes when I take them to the model, I make sure that there's an RV parking. It's always an RV parking behind.
Yeah.
So I told them, I want you to understand, guys. Look at those people right there. They have their own RV. They have their own house. But where they're staying? They said they're staying here. Why do you think they are doing that? Because whatever you do, it becomes monotony. You have to say sometimes, oh my God, I'm fed up of driving this truck. I want to just relax. That's what they do. They park it here and they relax for 3-4 days, then take the truck and go somewhere. They park it again. That's how it is. We're not taking anything from what you like to do. My wife, she likes camping too. We do camping, we do trips like this. But it's always a good thing to have so many options than having only one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, man. We love it. Jamal, thank you for coming out and sharing your experience with the people. You know, I'm pretty sure this one is definitely going to be a high-viewed video. Thank you for coming here, sharing us your expertise. Thank you for coming here with the trophies and the accolades. I don't think we've ever had
That was
many
big. You set it off, man.
Yeah.
You raised the bar. for
Richard
our
usually
guests.
only has just one little trophy on the table, but
Yeah, my little Arda Award. You know what I'm saying?
And I haven't bring everything. You know,
yeah,
just
yeah.
like,
This is amazing.
time, you know.
So, Rich, before we get out of here, you want to pay some bills real quick?
Yeah, so shout out to our sponsor of the week is Factual Film Studio. If you're looking to build a podcast, create a podcast, or market.
Take great care of you.
So listen, make sure if you've seen this and you liked it, you can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Factual, Roku, who's our sponsor as well. Forgot about them.
Absolutely.
They're in the back.
Instagram also, and YouTube, all social media outlets. All right.
And to get a copy of your own Sold in 60 card, you go to the Instagram page and click the link in the bio. And you can also get a free gift. As a shout out to those people, someone from Wisconsin and another person from Virginia. I'll have their names on the next show.
Yeah.
Man, Jamal, thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome, man.
This was amazing because so many people I know found value in today's show. So if you're on Instagram, please share it as well. The clips will be out running.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. Shout out to Miss Jennifer.
Yes,
Pulling
thank
the
you,
plug.
Miss Jennifer. Thank you, Mom, for making this happen.
You know what I'm saying?
Can I say one thing? Because I want to say a thank you to some people.
Absolutely. Give you a shout out.
First of all, I want to say thank you to my little angels, Sarah and Lena, and of course my beautiful wife. And without forgetting my best friend Hisham, Atik, Nordin, and mostly Mustafa. Thank you very much for all your support and everything. And thank you very much for having me here in this one amazing show.
Absolutely.
Thank you, brother.
And that's how you get sold in 60. We out.
I had the pleasure of knowing Mr. Jamal Louiyne. He's the ultimate leader.
And Jamal is a terrific person. I feel like I've worked with him for a short amount of time and I've already learned a lot.
Listen, I want to tell you, Jamal is absolutely a dynamo guy.
I know Jamal for years now. He's a sweetheart of a guy.
There was a lot of information, helpful information that I used from Jamal, and I thank him for that.
The minute I saw him, I said, you know what? This guy must have a lot of knowledge about this industry. And I was right. His name is Jamal.